Hey, Chad, it's what you've been waiting for. We're about to start our run of No One Lives on the Lighthouse any percent with Tofu. We're also going to have the excellent guest commentator Beep Salt. Tofu, take it away.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm super hyped to actually get to show this game off. It's pretty good. I'm a big fan of it, and I think the moon was the winning bid. So we'll be playing the bad ending, which actually saves me a little bit of time in the early game, but then later game becomes a lot longer. But time is going to start when I hit yes. So it'll be 3, 2, 1, start. So in this game, we are a lighthouse keeper, having to tend to this pretty old lighthouse here. And thankfully, nobody lives underneath the lighthouse, so it's a perfectly safe instance for us to be able to tend to this lighthouse.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Sure. Are you
They
sure?
wouldn't name the game "No One Lives Under the Lighthouse" if somebody lived under the lighthouse. That wouldn't make any sense.
I guess that's true.
So every time we have to deal with the lighthouse, it involves us turning that crank and then oiling the lighthouse light to make it turn on. We'll be going through a couple different days of this. So that was technically day 0. We realized after this point that the person that we were just playing as, which was the original keeper of the lighthouse, has disappeared, and that we are now being summoned as an additional lighthouse keeper to tend to this lighthouse. And some weird things are going to happen as we go through this. Deep Salt, I know you just got finished playing this game. What were your thoughts when you got done with it?
I did play this game recently for the first time. Actually, that was the first video game I've ever played, so I'm really excited to see it again. As a first-time gamer that's never played a video game before this game was very confusing. I think my casual playthrough took like almost 4 hours. A lot of it is that it feels like a much older game than it is. I think it came out in like 2018 or something like that, right? It wasn't that long
right
ago.
around there. Yeah.
But it really feels like a much older game. It doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't really even show you what you're supposed to do. There's like, you're supposed to, early on in this, I think even in this dialogue that's on screen right now, the guy says to you, make sure you clean the house up first. And
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I just went right to the lighthouse, and I was like, I don't know what to do now. And then I wandered around for a while, and then I walked back, and I was like, oh yeah, that dude told me to clean up the house. And then you truly have to clean up the house, although I don't know if you have to clean up the house in the speed run, but you do in the casual playthrough.
So actually, yeah, in order to one of the endings that we didn't get to, Judgment, does involve a couple achievements being met, and one of which is you have to clean the house every single day.
Oh wait, you don't have to do it to make progress? I just am a goofy goober and I didn't know what I was doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. You know what? That's fair. Like I said, this game, like, the things you have to do, this visual style I think is really nice. Like, I do like that low-res style, but because of that, it's very hard. Like, people were complaining about Resident Evil 4 having, like, yellow on every ladder. This game is, like, the opposite of that. Like, you can't tell what you're even supposed to look at. Like, that's, like, that outline barely appears.
So because we are playing the bad ending, I actually don't have to pick up any of those talismans because we actually do not need the gun. So we're just going to hop straight in here and go up the stairs. But while we ascend, Thomas, if there's any donations or anything you'd like to tell chat about, now would be a great time.
So no new donations so far, but I'm definitely liking the art style for this game. It definitely lets you know, hey, I'm gonna creep you out.
Yeah, it is a really creepy experience on the first playthrough because again, like I said, it's hard to know where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing. So you spend a lot of time walking in circles wondering if something is going to happen, which, games can kind of go too far with that sometimes, but I don't think this one did.
It does make me wonder if it was inspired by the real life incident where a storm happened and 3 lighthouse keepers just completely vanished.
So
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was. I think this and then the movie The Lighthouse, they both like have that triangulation in common, where they both have some kind of there was that one, and then there's another lighthouse incident that was something similar. I remember from what I read, that one that you're talking about with the 3 lighthouse keepers that disappeared, that was like they've learned since that like rogue waves exist, and like there must have been some kind of wave that just like literally like knocked everything down, which is wild. But it does really feel very similar, like the story of it, just by like everything being missing and like the lack of information and knowledge you get in the game. There's a little more actual surrealism, and I don't like to call it Lovecraftian, but whatever you call it when it's the big monsters that might make you lose your mind. Those guys.
Lovecraftian, yeah.
Like eldritch horror kind of.
There's got to be a better word that doesn't involve something that. I almost said L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Neither one of them, but.
I think a good alternate term would be Eldritch Abomination.
But was Eldritch a word that was invented by him too? Or is that a much older word? I'm going to look. About to find out. I'm going to give us the information. Eldritch is also a boy's name. It's a British-Scottish boy name, meaning elf ruler.
Huh. All right,
I don't know if I'd want to name my kid that, though.
Day 2. So there's a couple things that need to be done each day in order to turn the day from day to night. And each day has a different task. So this task is we actually have to ascend the lighthouse and then use this cloth that we're going to find at the top to clean the entire outside of the lighthouse. Because otherwise, all the boats coming towards us would absolutely just become sunk.
This was another thing it took me forever to figure out that I needed to do.
Yeah, it's very exploration heavy. Like,
yeah.
There actually used to be a bit of tech in this game early on that would allow an individual... Why am I... Oh, that's right. Brain. So now the bags have actually been cut from the top of the lighthouse here. So as we descend, we're actually going to have to get a couple... new sandbags from the tool shed a little bit farther out. So we're actually going to do a little bit of walking here.
Yeah, this is one of those parts, like I said, where the game doesn't hold your hand at all. Like at all. So you really could just wander around. I mean, this is a pretty big space to be in. The only reason I feel like I was able to find this pretty quickly is because when I was wandering out at the beginning of the game, I found that square where he picked up those sandbag stuff from. And in my head was like, that's the only thing I found. I better go back to that. So I walked right back there. But it is very open. And I think that's like actually a really nice thing about the game is your ability to just walk around, although running out of breath like that is not the most fun. Is there like, do you do any kind of stamina management when you're running around?
Yes. So actually, it's an audio cue. There's a specific breath that he takes. Whoops. Almost ascended the entire thing with that. There's a specific breath that he takes where it'll be like this kind of big gasp. And when he does that, you have about 3 seconds before he's about to just stop dead in his tracks, where you walk like at this crawling pace. So I let up off the shift key right when he does that for about a second and a half, and that actually recovers a decent amount of stamina where I can continue to run. But for stamina management, this game is actually pretty tough to do accurately.
Yeah, there's no like meter at all, so definitely just have to listen.
Here it is. I let up off of it and then let him run again.
Yeah, because that slow speed is much slower than the walking speed when you run out of breath there.
Yes, exactly. There's like a bit of tech that used to exist where you were able to kind of oh, hold on, we have to run away from this thing. Don't know where it came from. It definitely wasn't underneath the lighthouse. That would be insane.
Well, yeah, nobody lives under there. That would be
Exactly.
really weird if there was somebody under there. I do really love that moment. It's so good.
And the reason why I saved that rope for that point is because it becomes a really nice point, because I'm gonna have to run into the shed anyway. So I go, hey, while I'm in here, might as well grab this rope that I'm gonna need to hoist these sandbags back up. But there used to be a bit of tech that when like grabbing the sandbags, you wouldn't have to watch that like cutscene if you like restarted the level, but that was actually patched out when the director's cut happened.
So you ran this before the director's cut came out too?
Yes. All the way back up. And all the way back down. This is definitely good cardio for the lighthouse keeper. Decent amount of walking up and down each night.
Do you think that's a good skill for a lighthouse keeper to have? Do you
Cardio?
think they test that? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Like they're like, hey, you're gonna have to ascend this lighthouse each night about 7 times because for some reason people keep fucking with the stuff. So I think that's a decent skill to have on hand.
So just popping in with a fun lighthouse fact. You know, there are actually no lighthouse keepers in the U.S. anymore. It's all automated.
Huh.
That's
Who
so
cha-
sad. All
Yeah.
those lighthouse keepers lost their jobs. All 7 of them or whatever. It does seem like a kind of a fun job, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like just burning the midnight oil. This is actually a really good time for any charity-related things, Thomas, because this is every speedrunner's favorite and unskippable cutscene.
Ah, gotta love the unskippable cutscene. So, no new donations to read off yet, but please keep in mind we are working with Safe in Our World. The work of Safe in Our World focuses on enrolling level up partners and connecting them with resources and training, providing life-saving resources to crisis helpline visitors, enrolling community managers in free mental health training courses, creating a Discord community to openly discuss mental health in games, and producing a podcast which eliminates the stigma around mental health through the power of discussion and storytelling. Honestly, it's a charity I think a lot of us can relate to because this is how we find enjoyment and how we escape things. So please do not hesitate to support them. Exclamation point donate in chat. I'll give you the link.
Thank you very much. Yes, and any amount of money helps, whether it be a single pound or 10 pounds or 20 pounds. Every little bit goes to our cause. So it's very much appreciated. You noticed this lighthouse just got completely swarmed by moths. So now we got some cracked glass. Don't know if that's going to be a problem for us, but it seems like we are locked up here. And I hear something down below. Hopefully that's somebody else coming to let us out here. Hey, we're trapped in. I'm trapped in here. I think that's somebody coming to let us out. Will be.
No, there's no way. Nobody lives under the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, you're right. Huh.
Yeah, don't
I
forget.
wonder who that could be then. I definitely see something moving down there. Oh, God, it got bright. I have no clue what happened yesterday and don't care to know. I just somehow woke up in my bed. And it's suddenly raining
Man,
today.
you really don't have to clean up anything.
Nope, not on this one.
Wow. I mean, this is the ending I got when I played too, was the moon ending, which I thought, you keep calling it the bad ending, but I thought it was excellent.
Oh, this is 100% the bad ending.
Look, let's let chat be the judge of that. When we get there, we'll see what they think.
Excellent. So we're going to take this shovel. I have a decent feeling that something buried our stuff up on this hill here. So we're just going to go up there and dig it up. And, uh-oh, God. Oh, and I completely messed that up. There we go. We're just going to run away from this thing again. Don't know where it keeps coming from. But I have a feeling it definitely took my stuff. I sometimes can pull this off. Got it. All right. So now we can go dig up all of our stuff.
While you dig up your stuff, Tofu, just wanted to pop in and say we do have a donation.
A donation, absolutely.
Yes, from Miss Angie48 for £10, saying, "Hey Tofu, nice hat."
Oh, thank you. It's my Gravity Falls hat. All right. Yep, there's our key, and there is our oil can. So now that we have these two things, we can start to head back.
I'm sorry to everybody's bit rate right now.
Yes. Oh, the rain in this game definitely will drive that bit rate through the floor. Not to worry though. As soon as we get in this lighthouse, there's not going to be any more rain, so we'll be there in there shortly.
Again, I was in the rain section for a very long time. Watching you speedrun, this is really fun for me. You're really just going through all the stuff where I was wandering in circles real fast.
Yeah, there is like a lot of like extra stuff in this. By the way, the one medallion that you did miss for yours is actually right behind the lighthouse on this level.
Boo.
Yep. All you had to do is grab the shovel and dig it up. But this is actually my least favorite level. One, because of that running section with the monster, and then two, this is the level that actually requires me to ascend and descend the lighthouse the most times in a single day.
It's like Silent Hill, the room with all the stairs.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll actually notice I'm actually able to refill the side of the lantern there through the floor, or like through the side of it. So what we have to do now is kind of wait. The lighthouse is actually going to stop spinning here in a second. We'll be able to get into the ground. And what we have to do is just turn that crank again. And then we'll immediately be able to hop back out to the lighthouse for round 2. All right. Now we have the lighthouse turning again, but once again, it's actually going to run out of juice. So we got to go back out and get more juice for it. I think this is a part that when you were playing it, Beep, that you were like getting severely annoyed because it feels like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, yep, yeah. Yeah, I think, like, again, the fact that the game just doesn't tell you anything at any point. I actually, like, love horror games for that. So it's really funny because I was really very frustrated a lot of times when I played this game. But if you asked me now, what did I think of it? I think this game is actually really good. I think I was just frustrated. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's a lot of like, I've been trying to think about video games as like getting frustrated by them doesn't make them bad.
Mhm.
So like me getting frustrated by this game because it didn't hold my hand didn't make it a bad game. It was still really fun. But this was definitely one of those parts where I was like, oh my God, am I messing up? Why am I doing this so many times?
Mhm. All right, so now we just got to wait one more time. Now the light and the rotation is going to stop at the same time. So we'll have to descend one more time, get some more oil. So all the way back down. I actually did lie. We will have to descend one additional time. Oh, no. This is the last time. I was thinking about a different day. You notice as we go in here, yeah, there's no oil cans anymore. So we got to check in this this basement here. Oh, look,
You
there's
mean
one.
the place where nobody lives?
Yeah. I don't know how
Okay.
these oil cans got down here. Don't really care. I got a job to do. We're just going to head right back up those stairs. Get us this lighthouse lit. A fun piece of tech that we're actually able to use is you can actually look away once you've interacted with it as long as you're still holding down the key. We can't move. We can actually move just the mouse. So what I'm actually able to do is look away and look straight at the ladder. So I'm able to immediately jump on that ladder as soon as done, and then refill the oil can again.
Are those friends? Do they live under the lighthouse?
They live above the lighthouse, and they
Oh
are
yeah, you're
friendly,
right. Nobody
except for
lives under the
one.
lighthouse, but the seagulls live above the lighthouse.
He's on my roof. Oh God, what the heck? Who's responsible for this? Somebody destroyed my roof. Almost forgot the key.
Do you not have to clean up this part either?
You have to fix the roof, and that's it.
Oh my God. Okay.
You don't have to clean up the inside. You only
my
have to
God.
fix the roof.
Well, you know what? I had fun cleaning it up. That's a lie. I did not at all.
And I'll actually show you a really neat piece of tech that we use in this run. So you'll notice I'm like trying to figure out which way my scroll wheel has to go for the nail and the hammer. Because once I get onto this ladder and I pick up the wood, what I can do is I can actually place all the wood at once and then grab the nails, and then while I'm nailing, I can actually swap to the hammer and hammer it at the same frame. So you'll notice the nails and the hammers are both done. I don't have to hammer them. The nail and the hammer is being done simultaneously.
That's amazing.
So now we're done. That saves us from having to watch 2 cutscenes. We can just watch 1. All right, and into the lighthouse we go. I grab the oil can, and while we ascend, Thomas, if there's any other news or anything about future incentives, you can go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, chat, every donation right now is going towards the ill bleed ending choice. Do you want the good ending where Eriko and her friends get to go on a vacation to a tropical island, but she decides to go back and tie up some loose ends? Or the bad ending where Eriko wins a $100 million ill bleed challenge, but lives the rest of her life in regret for losing all her friends? Does she get to be happy? Does she get to be sad? We'll let you make that choice with every donation.
I'm curious as to what I missed. Oh, nothing. That's right. No, I missed something. That's here. Already somehow lost. here. I have no idea why locked out from everything.
Maybe you need to clean up the
There
house.
it is. I do have to grab that token, I guess. Very strange.
That's weird.
Yeah, there we go. There's all my oil cans back. Actually did not realize that for this run, that I have to grab that single medallion.
For the other runs, you have to grab them all anyway, right?
Yes, for the good ending,
Yeah.
I need all of the medallions in order to get the shotgun. You'll see the beast is serenading us with some wonderful music. But we're not going to have any of that. We're going to just go ahead and get our job done here. All right. And while that's going, I'm getting tired of somebody taking my oil cans. So I think I'm going to go down underneath the lighthouse and see what's up. I have a feeling somebody might be living under there.
No, absolutely not. There's no way. I don't believe it.
Oh, see? I knew it. There's somebody. They took my key. We got to go get that back. All right. So now we're here. I'm just going to take off running. Because there's definitely going to be a giant monster behind me right now. Don't worry, we're not going to look behind us. That would be incredibly stupid. We're just going to jump down in this hole. Something smart people do. All right, and so that is the end of day 4. And now we are entering the depths of the lighthouse, where we actually have to figure out what is going on, what previously happened in this place. It's going to do that in the way that all good stories do, through flashback. Get some awesome flashbacks now.
Yo, is this when the skull pile is?
Yes, this is where the skull
That's the
pile
coolest
is.
moment of the game. Skull pile looks so cool.
Skull pile.
Yeah, the aesthetic of this game. I'm sorry you can't stand and look at the skull pile like I did when I played it, but chat, you'll have to play the game so you can look at those skulls for longer. They're really cool.
Yes. This game is also for any of you who want to learn a speed run or are looking for a new speed run. This game is not crazy hard to learn and is super fun to optimize. Gotta turn this big thing so we can place this lantern on that. And then we're just gonna run up these stairs again. You'll hear my guys really breathing heavy. Gotta let him breathe for a sec here before we take off running again. We're gonna grab that knife. Alright, so this is our first flashback. We're actually waking up on the beach. You'll notice that we absolutely just passed out. We got some alcohol bottles surrounding us. So it seems like the previous Lightkeeper was a little bit of an alcoholic. But not to worry. We're just going to make our way up back to the house. You'll notice the entire town is actually back to normal. So this is what the town used to look like before everybody left. We're just going to go in here and grab the key. Suddenly it's nighttime. Somebody's banging on our door. Tell us to get our butt to the lighthouse since it's dark. Not to worry. We're going to go ahead and head into here. Then we're going to head into here. Oh, whoops. Actually wanted to leave. Oh, wait. And now we got killed. All right. Cool. Back to the depths. If anybody got whiplash from what just happened, yeah, there's a very specific sequence of events that needs to occur. And normally you would be kind of doing these naturally and like trying to explore and stuff like that. But because I know the exact order that things need to happen, I like walk into a room, turn around, walk out of a room, turn around, walk into the room again. It just looks a little strange to speedrunners.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I spent so much time wandering in circles. So seeing you just go boop, 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 boop all over the place is really great. I love that. I think that's like a great game design personally, where you're not designing a ton of places. The player just needs to kind of wander around and enjoy stuff. This part too, these depths right here were so frustrating to me.
Yeah.
Once I realized what was happening, it was really good. And that's, I think, again, this game made me very frustrated, but it was still a really good game. And it's fun to watch you speedrun it. Maybe I'll have to pick it up.
Yeah, wait till you see the best way to... we're going to go ahead and grab this fat glob that we just cut out of that man and feed it to this weird ceiling worm, as you do. But wait until you see the kind of way to beat the beast in the maze that you kind of struggled with for a little bit. There's actually a very specific speedrunning trick for it. Well, you if you have the shotgun, you can shoot it in the maze.
Wait, a shotgun? Did I have a shotgun?
No, you needed all four medallions.
There's a shotgun in this game? Okay.
Yep. But now we're going to head out onto the balcony and see everybody standing around a pile of dirt. So we're actually going to head on over there and see what they're doing. But Thomas, in the meantime, if you have anything else for us, now is an excellent.
So just going to let chat know that currently, due to that $10 donation from Angie, the bad ending is currently winning for Illweed. So unless you feel like somebody losing all of their friends, you definitely want to get in some votes to oppose that. Even $1 can help you could help you change her fate.
We definitely have more than 10 people in here, so if everybody gave $1 to the good ending, I think we'd get the good ending pretty quick.
Yep. Exactly. And if everybody gave $2, that puts you in a solid lead.
All right. So this entire part is literally just me running all the way to this, it's called the Hollowed Ground. So I run all the way to the Hollowed Ground, and then now it's daytime, and I run all the way back to the Lighthouse. And that's it. That's all you have to do. I believe you did in this section, Beepsalt. I think you went and got the shovel and then dug up the coffin in there, and like all the bats flew out. Okay.
Yes, I did. I was very curious. I was trying to do everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I didn't even realize were things in this, and had I known before, I probably would have created a couple different incentives. When the beast chases after us, we're able to hide in the toilet instead of in the shed. We can shoot one of the birds actually with the shotgun if we get it. Actually, a whole bunch of things that we're able to do. You'll notice this guy's about to run away. We're actually going to go after him. All right. So this is the way to get all 4 medallions in this section without really getting caught by this guy. So there's a medallion straight in front of us, but he's actually going to run across that bridge there, so we don't want to deal with him. Instead, we're going to run over here. We're going to grab this medallion, and we're going to run all the way back here. Run up this way. So he's running past us on that side now, and I just ran out of steam. Not to worry, though. Grab this medallion right here. Wait for him to pass. Fast here. Perfect.
There's only one guy?
Yep, only one guy.
I
Just makes it
truly
seem
thought
like
there
more.
was a new dude. Yeah,
Nope.
no way.
Now we have all 4.
No way.
He's going to pass that way. Perfect. So he's over there now, so we're just going to run. straight
How do
through.
you know where he's going? He just goes the same route unless he sees you?
Yep, he has a straight
Oh my
path.
gosh. That man gave me so much heart attack. Like,
So he's actually right over there, so we're just gonna wait for
wow.
him here. Knows where we're at now. Run straight through. We don't even see him. All right, so this is my favorite part. This entire sequence, where the old lighthouse keeper again. We just need to drink 2 bottles of alcohol, and then go down to the basement and pass out. So that's the whole day.
Is that a normal day for you?
Average, I'd say. Yep, and so there we go. Drink 2 alcohols and then pass out. The game really hits you over the head with the alcohol bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an indie horror game. I feel like that's that's a normal thing.
Right. There's somebody banging on the door to get us out of the basement. Right. This is actually the only section of running where I don't use the audio cue. I actually use a visual cue to let me know when I have to stop running in order to get the most out of the stamina in this section. I'm actually able to run all the way straight until I get to the very center of this thing here, where I have to stop until I pass the circle and then start running again. Or all the way. I should be able to make it all the way to the crank. There we go. All right, so you notice all the moths flew up. So this is the part of the game that normally you'd be able to take your shotgun and fight the creature that shows up. You'll notice when we go here, there's
Some of
actually
us don't have shotguns.
yeah, I know. There's actually a bunch of shotgun shells laying around from all these old skeletons. One there, a couple over here. While that sinks. Oh, there it is. There. So, all these shotgun shells will let you to beat the monster, but we obviously don't have a gun, so we're not going to be able to do that. So instead, when the monster comes out right here, and notice he's right over there, we're actually just going to hop ourselves right back down into this hole.
That's what I did. I was speedrunning and I didn't even know it.
Yep, just jump straight down in the hole. It's the only way to avoid them. And then we'll
Look,
just...
we've played enough horror games. We know to jump in holes when we see them.
Exactly. We're just going to start rowing away from the lighthouse, because we are done with this place. We're not doing this anymore. All right. You actually only have to knock on a single door here, and then just wait it out. There's an actual timer that'll do the next cutscene. It gives you enough time to like knock on all the doors, but you only actually have to do one. This nice cutscene.
That's a good point. We jumped in a hole and then we're on a boat.
And then we're in the chasm, and then we're on a boat, and then we're in a town.
Is it quiet in that town?
I would say it's silent.
Hmm.
You're both fired for that joke, by the way.
You can't fire me.
I quit. Same thing. Knock on a single door, run up, faff about, until eventually somebody decides to start the cutscene up. Now it's like a bunch of like weird meatballs like surrounding me. Blocks of meat. I don't know what this is. And then after we row one more time, all we gotta do is knock on this door, and then we're actually gonna get knocked in the back of the head and knocked out. Right. So somebody saying be careful with them. They're moving me when I just got knocked out somewhere else. So it's revealed now that the keeper basically drinks all the time and just wanders around the island, and the keeper is actually the beast that's been chasing us the entire time. It's revealed that it's actually the old lighthouse keeper. So what's going to happen now is they're going to bring him back to the sanctuary, which is what's happening to us. Is he went to the sanctuary and then basically turned into this beast.
But like metaphorically, or
no, physically, yeah. But like metaphorically, it's a giant metaphor. Where this actually just gonna run as fast as we can, which isn't very fast. This is the part of the game where we're stuck at a walking pace. We're actually gonna walk our way all the way back up to our house, because we passed out again underneath that boat. We really shouldn't be trusted to maintain this this lighthouse. You notice I can just kind of walk up the side of this cliff here.
Yeah, I noticed you were doing your Fallout New Vegas strats here.
There's actually like a very specific texture at the bottom of that hill that tells you exactly like the earliest part that you're able to walk up. Every other section's too steep. So you'll notice that despite the fact that we are passed out underneath a boat, the lighthouse is still running, and that is actually because our sun is currently keeping the lighthouse. So that person we were playing as at the very beginning of the game in the prologue was the son of this lighthouse keeper. Notice he's getting pretty sick here.
I need a glass of water.
Yeah. The feeling something's going to happen to him if he keeps that coughing up. Uh-oh.
No, this is normal.
Yeah. Remember, kids, alcohol turns you into a creepy spider monster. I think I would have listened to, like, the DARE program a lot more if they had said something like that.
I would know. I would have started drinking right
Immediately?
Immediately. You're telling me I'm a creepy spider with runes all over me that glows in the dark? This part is the most frustrating spot on a casual playthrough. Absolutely.
So this is all you had to do. Is you have to walk all the way to the top, eat the rope, so it cuts all the sandbags down, and then immediately turn around, hop back on the wall, go all the way to the bottom and eat the sandbags. That's it. That's everything you had to do.
It's just impossible to see what you're doing. Like I understand the concept of it. I do like playing as this creature, but they could have, like, I feel like, just made something look easier to look at here, you know? It's just very difficult.
Yeah, my complaint with the spider creature is the tank controls.
Yeah.
So I actually don't get to use the mouse here.
Oh yeah, that's true too. That does make it even harder.
I have to use the WASD keys, so it is tank controls. So now we're gonna run after this guy. This is our son at the very beginning of the game. And this is supposed to be a maze, but I know the way through it. So see, our son is actually gonna run right in front of us that way. We're gonna go the way that he came from, which actually takes us out here. Now this part, you have to chase down 3 people. The faster you do it, the faster your time for this category.
See, I didn't do this at all because I'm at this point, like, I'm the spider monster. I don't want to kill people, so I let them live. But
yes.
For a speed run, you have to end their lives.
Yeah, because otherwise they're gonna run into their their houses and stuff like that. And it's just going to be it's going to take too
frames.
long. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
taking up frames. So with this one, we're actually going to run past this rock here. He's going to come out of the tool shed next to us and run, but no worries. We're actually going to cut him off. We're actually able to catch up to him pretty quick. We'll get him as soon as he starts crossing that bridge to the hollowed ground. There we go. And we got to get one more. And the last one's going to make his way running to the lighthouse. So there's a pretty
Who are
decent
these
strat.
people?
They're
Canonically, who are
the
they?
townsfolk.
Just regular townspeople? Okay.
Yep. So now it's... I always forget the way I have to face this way. So he's going to put us right in front. So he'll actually follow the path, but what we're going to do is we're going to run straight for that lighthouse. We're not going to waste our time running after him. We know where he's going. We'll cut him off as we climb up this hill. You see he's right to our left there. So we actually made pretty decent time catching up to him. We'll get him right here. So then we don't have to wait for him to get all the way to the lighthouse to progress. So now that we've devoured all the townsfolk left, we're going to make our way back to the lighthouse and go ahead and crawl into the depths below it here. And now we just have one last lighthouse keeper to get. And that is the one that we were playing as.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
Exactly. And notice as we're making our way, we're going to emerge in that arena that we were in. There's actually a trick to getting this guy. Once he stops, you want to actually go left or right, because he can't hit you very well if you're strafing. Oh, I almost had him there. I'll get him on this one.
This part was also very too.
Oh, this part is ridiculously tough to do in the
Yeah.
in the speed run. They programmed this guy so ridiculously. Oh, come on, man. I even practiced this part too. There we go. Been a decent amount of time practicing that. Alright, now we're just gonna leave. No need to stay there checking out time. Just fill this thing up one more time. And it doesn't matter if I look away, try to look away, I'm gonna stare right at that light like a moth. And now we get our final cutscene. So time is coming up here in a second. It's going to be as soon as the credits starts appearing on screen. So we have a little bit of time for any last minute donation reads.
Okay, let's take a look. So, no new donations yet. I expect them to come flooding in at any time.
No
So,
worries.
please remember, curious about the Clock Tower, check out our website for our bios on our team and its members. In-depth event information and early access to our membership application when it opens each spring. Want to know more? Visit clocktower.tv.
All right, thank you. All right, here it goes.
Uh-oh, the lighthouse went out.
Yeah. We have one more short little cutscene here where we gotta watch ourselves turn into this beast. It's actually gonna be a really slow trek from the all the way from the kitchen table to the bedroom. It is the slowest that they make you walk in the game. It takes you forever to make the 6-foot journey to the bedroom.
I do really, really love this last like minute here. It's so good and so interesting. I don't know. I'm one of those people that I like a little poetry ending here. A
Yep.
cute metaphor guy that isn't about alcohol anymore.
This is full speed, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Ready on. And time.
GG's an amazing estimate.
Thank you. If I hadn't have messed up the one part with the medallion, that would have been spot on.
Well, and also this is the longest
This is the-
longest one, so
Yes, this is the longest bit.
great job.
But
Excellent.
thank you very much.
If anyone wants to pick up speedrunning on this game, it's on Steam, right?
Yes, this game is on Steam. It's a very easy speed run for you guys to learn. There's a decent amount of tech. There's plenty of like kind of stamina stuff that you have to do. So it's a really good speed run, especially if you're like a beginner. This speed run is not hard to learn and is a really fun one to master. But I am Tofu8. I can be found on Twitch. I occasionally stream. I'm a member of the Clock Tower stream team as well. We'll actually be having later in October. I'll be doing a full reading of My Immortal, the Harry Potter fan fiction. If you guys are interested in that, go follow me and join my Discord, so you guys will know when it will happen. I'm also Tofu without the 8 on Twitter.